Today is September 30th, the last day of September, and then comes October, which is Jake's favorite month of the year, which is my favorite month of the year, which is playoff baseball season. We're excited. We hope you guys are excited. We will be talking about whatever you want to talk about. It's the voicemail app. Just missed it.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
What's going on, everybody? Yesterday we had an episode, talked about how we're getting over the regular season. Whoa, Noodles, excited for October. Damn. What's up? My name's John Boy. I'm coming to you from New Jersey. I got Jake. He's wearing a Jake Sucks shirt. He's coming to you from Denver. We are back in our respected homes after a crazy weekend of traveling. Recorded yesterday from Jake's mother's house. Ate a bunch of eggplant lasagna. It was delicious. Now we got to talk some Yanks, Jake. We got voicemails coming up. Are you excited?
I am excited. I'm interested to see. You and I started realizing, I don't know if that was this morning or last night, it all kind of blurs together, but we were assuming that a lot of these voicemails are going to be pretty similar. Voit Ford, lining up the pitching, some lineup stuff. Maybe we're right, maybe we're wrong. Love the voicemail app. If either one of us fall asleep, don't be shocked. It's been a busy 24 hours.
I'm golden. I'm excited for tomorrow. I think I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. Hey, but tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. For anyone that knows, we're probably not going to deep dive into the Twins series matchup unless a voicemail asks us to slightly, because we will be bringing you a series preview episode on October 4th. We'll record Thursday night, the 3rd. It'll be live on your podcast apps on the 4th. Put it on when you wake up. Get in the mood for baseball. Get excited. Stay excited. We got the 7 o'clock start. That's a bit of news we got, Jake, since last time we recorded. Sucks for the Astros that they were complaining about not getting prime time last year. And, I mean, what are you going to do? If you're run a business, whatever market has the biggest market gets the biggest spot. I mean, that's how it works.
Yeah, and not for nothing. It's just kind of different worlds. Like, I lived in Texas for a little bit. Like, Houston will be able to kind of shut it down Friday afternoon and do their thing and, like, rally around Houston and have a good time. New York can't fully, like, just hit the reset button like that. There's too much going on midday. So, I don't know. Maybe there's some bias or people would think that would be shots fired. But, yeah, get the stadium in the Bronx during the nighttime. That's a no-brainer.
I'm excited, man. I mean, if the Yankees played a day game on a Friday, people would get off work. They'd fill that place up. It would be wild. But it's going to be a lot easier for it to be wild on a Friday night. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm excited to live through it through my TV. If you're going, I'm so excited for you.
And they flip on Saturday, so New York will be the earlier game Saturday with Houston being the night game. So I guess there's a slight consolation there, but yeah, you don't want the Friday afternoon game. Get out of here.
What's the Saturday game, like a 4 o'clock start?
It's a 5:07 and Houston's a 9:07.
Oh, so 5:07. Who cares?
Who cares?
That's not that different.
Roll the ball out there.
You want to get into the voicemails?
I think so, Jim.
All right, here we go.
Hey guys, Joe from New Jersey. Been listening to you guys for a while. Like what you guys do. We just got done with the Tampa series, and I have a thought, and I want to see how you guys, what you guys thought about it. I'm thinking the Yankees are Tampa Bay or Cleveland in the wild card game, they have more of a thought that Oakland's going to beat out Tampa better chances than they would with the Indians to actually go face the Astros. And honestly, I think Oakland will give the Astros a run for their money. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys.
All right. So the question is, and a lot of people were thinking this, were the Yankees kind of not that interested in getting home field advantage because they'd rather face the Twins right away than and have Oakland or the Rays get a shot at maybe beating Houston? There's a lot of people saying that the Twins are the best draw in round one anyway, so get them. You and I said the Twins would be the team we want to play the most. So many people are saying it, and I think it so deeply that it's scaring me. Because a little reverse jinx there. My answer would be there's no way the Yankees were like, hey, let's lose so we get to play the Twins. I think there may be in the back of your head like, well, if we lose, we get the Twins, so. And these games don't matter anyway, so shrug. We lost your audio.
Heyo.
Heyo.
Health was always number one. I think we've been on that from the start, and they've said that openly. And I think there was a point early last week where the Yanks were 2 games back at Houston, and Houston had the tiebreaker anyway, so it was essentially 3 games back. So I think there was a moment like there's no sense in pushing full bore to get home field advantage when A, it's not the goal, and B, it wasn't likely at that point anyways. So
yeah, do you think, and this is Mark in the chat says, I think they may have tried harder if not. If they had to win these last couple games to draw the Twins instead of Oakland, do you think the pedal would have been a little more down?
I think Oakland is the only team with a fear factor just because our record there over the years.
And the cross-country trip.
Right. You just don't want to deal with that. So if there was some finagling around that, but yeah, I mean, you're just dancing with too much. Tampa could beat Oakland very easily tomorrow. They're a very good team themselves.
Wait. Which wild card game goes first?
The NL. So not tomorrow. Well, when they're listening to this tomorrow, that's the business, babe.
You got me excited, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, the NL games, when we're recording, the NL games are tomorrow. It'll be tonight when you're listening. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot going on there. I think it's more so, things fell where they fell. Where it didn't make sense to fight for home field. The Twins are still a good matchup for us. Kind of a let it ride thing. So I guess they took the pedal off the gas a little bit, but
let it ride.
Let it ride, baby.
That's a quote from Boy Meets World when Corey and Sean get into gambling.
It's an educational episode. At the end there, were they asking? Were they implying that Oakland's going to give Houston a fight? Is that kind of the consensus right now? Because isn't Oakland 8-2 in their last 10 games against Houston or something of that nature?
Something, yeah. I think Oakland may give them the best fight just because they're division rivals. They've seen each other a lot.
Yeah.
But Houston can steamroll them, Jake. Like steamroll them, and wouldn't be shocked. Remember when? Was it 2017 when Houston played the Red Sox in the DS, and Altuve just hit 2 home runs in like his first 2 at bats, and it was like over. From then, it's like, okay, well, Houston's gonna crush these guys.
Yeah, and that's. I think as Yankee fans, we do want to root for Oakland, just because, Jim, I was going through some of this today, and again, if you guys are big baseball fans and you haven't been tracking us on Talking Baseball, you're gonna wanna, because we're cranking out a ton of stuff there in the coming weeks every day, baby. Jim, I just think it's funny when you think of Houston's roster.
Yes.
You can argue. So I'm not going to say that player A is necessarily better than player B, but I just want you to say if there's a fair argument to be made about if this player is better than another player. So basically, this topic is Austin Meadows is the best player on Tampa, right? He had a breakout year. He's a good ball player, but he's kind of young, or he is young. We'll see what he does. I hope he shows out a little in whatever postseason they have. But back to Houston, Jimmy. I mean, so the topic is, could you make an argument that this player is better than Austin Meadows? I'll burn down the list. Jose Altuve.
Oh, yep.
Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
Alex Bregman.
Yeah.
Michael Brantley.
Yes.
Jordan Alvarez.
Argument for sure. Yeah. That would be a close
George
one, I
Springer.
guess. Yeah.
So there's 6 guys, and I could throw in Yuli Gurriel. I won't. You got him, Meadows. Knock yourself out. There's 6 guys that you could say are better than Tampa's best player. Like, I just think if Tampa beats Oakland, which they can, I think they get steamrolled. I think Oakland's got a couple more guys, Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, that Marcus Semien had a huge year. I think Oakland can at least battle them a little bit. But if Houston's running at 100%, they're crazy good.
Yeah. It's kind of rude to the Rays. You just
A little bit.
dismantled them.
A little bit. Maybe I'm wrong, Rays. You know what, Rays? Why don't you go out there and beat Houston? That would be a son of a bitch.
Hey, John Boy and Jake, it's Amato in California. I just saw Montgomery pitch 2 scoreless innings to start a game here, and I'm thinking, you know what, this guy is going to be a future of our team. He's going to be potentially one of our starters next year. So why not take him along for the ride in the postseason? Kind of like what the Yankees did in '95 with Mariano, you can say. You know, like they had him there in the postseason. You know, he got to see, you know, firsthand. In fact, he became a reliever at that point, which might be a little bit of an argument for my other guy who I'm pushing for to make the postseason roster, Loaisiga. I think he also has a future with the team, maybe out of the bullpen. Maybe throwing him out there in the postseason could potentially be, you know, his niche. So I wanted to see what you guys think about Loaisiga and Montgomery both making the playoff roster, even if it maybe means going one short as far as bats. I don't know. It gets a lot can change between now. I'm talking on Tuesday here, so about a week from where you guys are probably airing this. But I want to see what you guys think.
Amato calling us from the past. Montgomery on the playoff roster. Now there's that last spot. I like what he's saying about, you know, he's part of this team and part of the future, so include him. But the thing is, they did that with Derek Jeter in 1995. He wasn't on the roster. You just travel with the team, and you know you're not on the roster to do that. And they're gonna limit that. You know what I mean? Like if fucking Tyler Lyons doesn't make the playoff roster, I don't think Tyler Lyons is flying to Minnesota to sit on the dugout. But
maybe he's funny. I don't know.
But I think Montgomery will be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that's baseball wise. I think it's, and let me know if this is unfair, but if Monty's in, he's in. Like, yeah, throw him on the roster and let's ride him through the World Series. Like, if Jordan Montgomery's ready to go, we can use him. If he's not ready, like, shut him down. He came back, he threw a little bit, and he looked good. He's coming off a major injury, and he's a guy that we're going to be expecting to throw 160 innings next year. So it's, for me, it's is he ready and he's good to go? Because if so, he probably deserves a roster spot. If there's any question marks, I think you shut it down, you go elsewhere.
You think Lasagna should be in the same boat? When are they going to announce the roster? They don't have to until like the day before. We still don't know. We still think it's going to be Sessa and Lasagna? Sessa and maybe Hale?
Hale's the wild card. It depends how many pitchers they're bringing.
I'm putting my money on Lasagna.
The Hale thing's a total wild card. Like, is David Hale healthy, or was David Hale like trying to prove the team he's healthy? or what was that? Lasagna seems to be the good money because, I mean, he does have an absolutely electric arm. So if we did had to throw him for 2 innings of slop, maybe he looks dynamite, but I don't know. So hopefully it's a lot of conversation about nothing.
I think it is.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Matt calling from Jersey. What's on my mind today is just the MLB's like TV postseason schedule and the way they put every year. I'm looking back actually, the 2 seed versus 3 seed series for the division series. They always play each other in an afternoon game, whether it's 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and that just brought to mind for me how the MLB wonders why maybe its playoff ratings aren't a little higher than they are. But who can watch? Who can tell their boss they're leaving work 4 hours early to go watch a baseball playoff game? Like, yeah, it'd be awesome, but fact is, it's not how it works. I don't get why they don't put all these games at night. I don't know how I'm going to watch game 1 and probably games 3 and 4 of the division series. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Let me know what you guys think. See ya.
Thanks, Matt. That's a pretty fair point. Like, the NBA, every game, they do so much to make sure that it's on the weekends and nighttime.
Yeah.
But it's the most dragged out playoffs ever. So there's part of me that loves the boom, 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 boom of the DS. Like, there's one game, there's one day, I think it's a Sunday or Saturday, where there's 4 games, Jake. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, the weekday day games that I was talking about them earlier in the show, they're brutal. And you're right. How can you like, if you're a diehard fan of that team, you'll make do. You'll figure it out.
Right.
If you're a casual fan, you're like, I'm not going to take off work to go watch this. And that's where they miss out because all the other sports make it so that's not even a decision for casual fans. But there's so many games and it's so quick. I don't know if they would be able to.
And that's what I said it really weird before, but I think in a way it's complimenting Houston. Like, and maybe this is New York snobby a little bit, but like New York's not going to shut down for ALDS game 1. Like, that's not how New York operates. Like, Houston, that Friday afternoon game, most Houston businesses are going to, hey, cut out early, get out of here. You're good. New York City still got to go.
That is fun.
So,
I'm thinking about like if Denver had a big thing in downtown Denver, it'd be like offices are closed today, go to the game. Like, nothing can take New York off its schedule. Nothing can overtake the city of New York.
Like, maybe a World Series game, but a World Series game is going to be at night. Like, I think a lot of New York offices, if you're like, I'm thinking about cutting out early at 3 for the Yankees, they'll say the division series.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how baseball would fix it. I know, like, Buck was talking about how he thinks it's bad how many off days they're putting in the playoffs now because you just need 3 pitchers to win, and it's totally different than the regular season when you can use your good bullpen nonstop. But I kind of like, I'm opposite Buck there. I like that the good pitch. I think it's better, the product of baseball that you're giving to the fans in the postseason when you have your top relievers being able to pitch majority of the games. That's a much better product. So I'm against Buck there.
That's the catch-22. Yes, it is slightly different than the regular season. You're all over that, Buck. But it's to put a better product out. It's to put more stars and better players out.
Yeah. All right, next.
Hey, fellas, it's Bubak. I wasn't going to ask a question because I thought we were kind of over it, the injuries issue. And I know it's been a big topic, the whole training staff deal. But my thought here is, I mean, what is Dono? What is he, like 62, 63, something like that? Could it be an issue where, there's all this new medicine and new ways to do things, and Dono's like, nope, not doing it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he's going the old school way that he learned, and it's just not getting it. It's not getting it done. I don't know. Just my 2 cents. Great year talking Yanks. Can't wait for the 4th. Postseason's here, baby. Bonus baseball. Go Yanks.
Bonus baseball. Thanks, Bubak. Leave Dono out of it.
Yeah.
No, I mean strength and conditioning coach, and then maybe the authorities that handle return dates and stuff like that. Dono doesn't handle any of that. What Dono does, I mean, one of Dono's job duties, and I love Steve Donahue, one of his job duties is to tape up commemorative baseballs
Yeah.
because he's the guy who has tape. His main job duty is to walk out to the mound and see, like, let me put pressure on your hand. That's bad. Let me tape you up before the game. Let me massage that out. You know, and then preparation. Like, Dono's not, like, giving them their stretching regiments to prep. That's not his job. He's
No.
not fine-tuning their muscles or developing them to be in playing shape. He's an in-field trainer. Tapes you up, relays how much he thinks you're in pain, what you should do, and stuff like that.
I mean, and not to be rude to where Jimmy started, leave Dono out of it.
Love Dono.
That's-
one of the better Instagram follows.
That's just the rules. Leave Dono out of it. Yeah, I feel like, and I don't want to be rude to Dono, but isn't he? He's more so like a figurehead, and like this year, it's been a bad time to be a figurehead.
No, I mean he has job duties that he probably
Right.
does really well, but they don't come into play with the injuries.
Right, and if you really think about it, I mean, Dono travels with the team and stuff. If someone gets hurt and they're rehabbing, they're in Tampa with a crew down there. Like, there's probably a lead crew in Tampa that's like the Yankees rehab team or whatever it is.
They have a strength and conditioning coach. Like they have
Right.
assistant strength. You know, they have a whole program. So go follow Dono on Instagram. Leave him out of it.
Thanks, Bubak.
What's up, guys? It's your pal Artie checking in.
Artie.
First order of business to my lawn mowing, corn growing friend from Nebraska, Bubak. Your Huskers got beat up. My condolences. But as a Michigan fan, go blue. We can share our hatred of the Ohio State University. Jimmy, Jake, on to you guys. So now the 162 games are behind us. If you could give one piece of advice to Boone and the coaches before Friday, just based off of everything you've seen this season, what would it be? Personally, I would just say, let Tanaka start. Chad is valuable as hell, and Tanaka's a stud when it counts. All right, boys. I'll see you at the parade. Love you. Bye.
Bye. I love that Artie called in and left a voicemail for Bubak. We
Yeah.
just got listeners and callers talking to each other via our form of a podcast.
They're just phasing us out. Just phasing us out.
Eventually,
Which is smart.
I also forgot to tell you, Jake, all that talk about Dono and the training. This call by Artie was brought to you by Instinct Dog Training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Obedience, manners, behavior issues, like fear. Dealing with fear right now going into the postseason. Aggression. Are you dealing with aggression right now, Jake, as we amp up for the postseason? Anxiety. I know you're dealing with a lot of anxiety. Born anxious.
Yeah.
Well, we can send you to Instinct Dog Training. They got facilities in Manhattan and Bergen County. About to open up a bunch of others, I think. Inside news. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, and I always do it, and I feel bad.
Right.
Let the dogs play. Go to InstinctDogTraining.com. You get 10% off board and train camp or private lessons if you use the code TalkinYanks. Talk to our friends there. They're Talking Yanks listeners. They're Yankees fans. They probably got a lot of anxiety going into the postseason.
The dogs?
Everyone, man. They know. You don't think think your dog knows your mood?
Oh, dog knows my mood, and he knows my mood with him, and it's normally how he feels about me, but he smells awful right now.
Whenever you bring him home from the dog place, he smells bad.
I mean, 5 days just playing with, 50 or so dogs. He smells so bad.
Why doesn't the dog place, not Instinct Dog Training, but the place that you bring Noodle when you go away, why don't they offer like an exit grooming? Like make that part of what their package is. You'd pay for it.
I think they do, and I think I even signed up for it because this always happens. But I think like doodle hair is such like its own thing that I think they intentionally ignore it, and then I'm too lazy to say something. So now it's just me and the smelly dog.
That's usually what he says about you.
Yeah, fair. So go check out Instinct Dog Training.
Yeah, Artie called. Artie said, "What would your piece of advice be to Boone and the Yankees before the postseason. I'd open up with, let's try winning
Yeah.
all of them. And maybe we only lose a couple, but that still gets the job done.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Go team.
Break.
Man, I don't know, because, like, I don't think you can tell them what I want to see. Like, I want to see every at-bat is intense. I want it, like, don't lose an at-bat. Like, fight. Like, don't go, like, that's what I want to see, is, like, intense at-bats. The let Tanaka start. I think they're going to let Tanaka start. I don't know. Do your job. Patriots way.
Yeah, I've got kind of a lazy one that we stumbled into last night, and then I've got kind of a rude one. The lazy one was just I think I want Edwin hitting in front of Gary. Just my whole thing. I think Edwin will give you a more consistent at bat, and if you have people on for Gary, I think that makes him infinitely more dangerous at the plate. And again, I don't even have facts or stats to go with that, but it's just an idea I had, so I throw it out there. And then kind of building on what you said, Jim, is like if we're down 1 or down 2 and it's the 7th inning or so, don't sesame.
They're not going to.
You don't think down 2 or something like that?
They fucking better not.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm just picturing like down 2, 7th inning. They're like, hey, could we get one out of Sessa?
No way.
That's why I'd say it.
I mean, that's good advice, but I don't think that's going to happen. What happened last year? Like, Game 1, Hap sucked, right?
Yes.
We're down. Remember they almost made a comeback? They were down 5-0 after 3. And after Hap, they went right to Chad Green. Down 3-0.
Right.
Then after that, down 5-0, they went to Lance Lynn, who gave him 2 strong. Then it got to 5-3, down 2, and they went, once it got back to within 2, they went Zach Britton, David Robertson.
Right, but in theory, Lance Lynn in that story could be Luis Sessa.
Yeah, but that's down 5.
Yeah.
Once it got to down 2, they went to the good guys. I don't think we're gonna see Sessa down 2. They better not. They better listen to your advice.
Okay.
That'd be bullshit.
John Boy and Jake, Skadoosh McCauley here. You guys, great show. Love listening every week. Sharp stats, fantastic. The Burns, I love you guys. I hope you're going to do a show. This is more of a request. I hope you're going to do a show after every postseason game. I love the analysis. I love the awards. You guys are awesome. Have a great postseason. Go Yankees. Super positivity going on right here. Chris Skadoosh McCauley out.
Skadoosh McCauley.
Wow.
It's a good name. Yes, we will be doing a show. I mean, yo. We're going to do a pregame show. So go find the Talkin' Yanks pregame show. We did them before every game, majority of games in the regular season. It's its own podcast. We will be doing a pregame show before every game. And then we will be doing a postgame show after every game. That's what we've done the last 2 years. We will do it again this year. It's a wild time. There's sometimes when you really fucking don't want to do it. There's other times when you have too much energy and excitement to even get words out. And it's maybe the most... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, not even-keeled episodes ever? because you got fleeting playoff emotions. Like, yeah, the fucking riding so high, or 0 out of 10.
If my memory serves me correctly, which it never does, but if it does, it's we come in to, like, say we've lost the game. We come in and we're like, all right, let's not be super negative. So we come out, we're pretty even keel, and then we say like one thing that triggers us from the game, and then we go to that dark place real quick, and then you come back up. And then I think for winning, it's the same but opposite. Like, we come in and we're like, yeah, we're excited, but it's just a win. And then we're like, yo, that homer. And then it's like, okay, let's lose our minds. And then we're like, oh, crap. Okay, there's a game tomorrow. Get ready.
I love and hate the playoffs and love them.
Yes.
All right, last voicemail is a quick episode.
Quick up.
Hey, Tim again. I do have a question for you guys. So, if you guys had to choose one thing in the playoffs that scares you for the team, like pitching, bullpen, offense, defense, which would it be, and then why? So I know the offense was a little lackluster this week. I know you don't put any stock into it right now, but if one thing would scare you the most about going into the postseason, which one would it be and why? Just looking forward to you personally. Mine's the offense, especially against good righties. Sometimes I feel like they just break down, especially with Didi not swinging the bat well. It doesn't really lengthen the lineup. That's just my personal opinion, but love to hear what you have to say. All right, bye.
All right, well, kind of a downer voicemail, but we got to keep it real, Jake. What scares me is how good Houston is, but we got to get there first. What scares me about the Twins is how I don't think they're good. Oh, lost your audio again.
The thing with the Twins for me is there's an 80-90% chance they're kind of overmatched, right? We've got similar lineups. We've got a lot more dangerous dudes coming out of the bullpen. Even in our rotation, someone like Tanaka has a lot more experience, and Sevy's a lot more elite. Sevy and Paxton are more elite than someone like Berrios when they're right. The 10% or 20% for the Twins is that offense is really good. If their guys are hot, and their pitching figures something out. I think the Twins are either going to look really good. There's a 10% chance of that, or it's 90% they're overmatched. And if that 10% happened, it'd be awful. It'd be absolutely awful.
I don't like thinking about bad things.
Right.
I'm where I'm at with the Twins, the same place I was with the A's last year. Like, we can't have this season and then fucking lose to the Twins.
Right.
It'd be like, we're wrong. 2 + 2 = 4, not Twins over Yankees. So that scares me more than it excites me.
Yeah, and we did on one of the episodes of Sharp Stats, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we did the fact that the Yanks are pretty split proof. I think we focused on that, and that the Yankees, guys, a good right-handed pitcher that throws a down and away power slider, that's tough for a lot of teams to hit, not just the Yankees. So yeah, if someone's having a good day, they have a good day. But our guys are going to give incredible at bats. Gio Urshela may be batting ninth, and there was times when he was our cleanup hitter, and he was in the running for the batting title before he tweaked his hammy or whatever happened.
I hope Urshela and DJ and the different at-bats they have, and Gardner playing well. It's been a lot different than last year. I hope those three can sprinkle in those at-bats, and everyone else starts kind of gravitating towards that. Like, oh shit, let's go. I'm going to battle too. I'm just going to put the ball in play too. You know what I mean? Last season we didn't have that. We didn't have DJ. We didn't have Urshela. Gardner was not playing really. Maben or McCutcheon was out there. And It was homer or like big swings. Like we didn't have the mixture. I think the mixture's key.
Yeah, and I think you and I think that Brett Gardner's going to split up Judge and Stanton, and I bet there's some people that still will just drive them nuts because that's not how they picture baseball. But you have to, for a pitcher, that's a lot more work you have to do. And that's why. So I guess that would be from this voicemail. When you look at the lineup, if you're a person that's a big believer in it and that is what it is, A, don't get too lost. But B, think about it as if you were the pitcher. If you had Judge, Stanton, Gary, Edwin up, 4 straight batters, if you're a pitcher, you're just going low and away with the fastball, hoping to get to 2 strikes and then bouncing that slider in the dirt. With Gardy, it's a completely different at-bat. It would be huge for the Yanks if one of the lefties, Gardy or Didi, can have a big series so that they can split up the lineup just a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Fingers crossed. We've found one more. TD in the chat says, hey, I left a voicemail. So I found it, and this one will be the official last voicemail.
So I was singing the Talking Yanks theme song in the shower the other day, like I do every morning listening to the pod, and I thought, I need to leave a voicemail. What's up, Jim and Jake? It's TD from Madison, Connecticut. I'm back, and I told you I'd be back for the playoffs. First, want to say personally, never had so much fun or been invested in a season like I have this year. I'm only a couple years older than you two, so I love those teams from 96 to 2000. But when the Yankees win their 28th World Series, it will be the most enjoyable victory of my life. And I think we all have you two fine dudes to thank for that. Now, questions for you. What's your mood on game day in the playoffs? Do you yell, scream, go crazy early in the game? Or are you like me and try to keep emotions contained, like the steam in a big pot of spaghetti? Maybe with a little side of meatballs. Big chunky meatballs. Kind with sauce so good you let it drip down your chin because you just don't care. And that steam keeps building up under that lid all afternoon. Gets so hot you start sweating in the kitchen just waiting. Waiting for that one moment when you blow the lid off that motherfucker. Let's go, Yanks. See you Friday.
Man, he threw out so many of your old nicknames. Big Chunky Meatball.
Yeah. Check.
Steam.
Steam.
Steam. Damn, yeah. Well, thank you for the compliments and all that shit. It's been a blast having you aboard, TD.
Yeah.
Jake, my game day is anxiety-ridden. I won't think about it. I'll block it out. And then I get a couple where I think about it hard and my stomach drops with little nerves. And then it's almost as soon as the game starts, I can relax. Because, like, okay, I don't have to think about it anymore. It just gets to be. When Judge hit that home run against the A's, and this is a little different with the wild card than it is for the DS. Like, we can lose game one and I won't waver in confidence or whatever. You know what I mean? Well, like, it's a release once that first good thing happens. Like, once we get through the first inning or we score the first run, it's like I'm screaming, like I'm going a little nuts. Then it's calmed down. Okay, long game, lot to do, lot to play.
I'm pretty good at distracting my brain when I need to. So, like, I'll be good up until about a half hour before the game, and then I'll be a schwitz. I'll be lost. So that's me.
Crybaby Jake.
Well, okay. I don't think anyone was hinting towards that.
Well, I don't know. I was just throwing out old nicknames.
Just throwing some out there. Chunky Meatball, Crybaby Jake. No, it's funny. Right now I'm reliving the emotions from when the Twins went up early in the wild card game to when Didi hit that homer, and just the swinging emotions is insane. So I guess I'll pretend to be ready for that, but I won't be. Can't be.
No one's ready. No drink. And your nickname was never Chunky Meatball. It was the Human Meatball.
The human chunky meatball. Thank you.
Thank you. That ends the episode. We'll be back on Wednesday night if you want to join live in the Patreon chat and watch live, or no, Thursday night or Friday morning. Play it. I think we're still asking for voicemails. I think we got a handful. We're gonna play the best. Pump up voicemails. Get you going voicemails. Get you excited. Hopefully the lineups or the roster's out and all that. And then as soon as the lineup's out, check out the pregame show and we'll do some more talk. Fuck, it's a lot of talking, Jake.
A lot of talking, Jake. Get it?
Get it? I am excited. All right, thank you guys very much. Enjoy your day. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, what up, patrons? What's up, guys? That was pretty good. How about the connection that time, my guys? Huh? New computer? Huh? New computer. Did it falter at all? Well, we'll find out. Artie says the 2017 wild card was the most emotional roller coaster inning I've ever watched. I don't think I've ever had so many. Like, I think that's the biggest emotional roller coaster hour of my life.
Yeah.
In a landslide, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's up there.
What episode number is this? 443, did I say?
I think you said 344.
344 it is. Connection might get bad for a split second, and then I'll get to the questions. I'm ready to get so damn loud on Friday and Saturday. I can't wait to get in on the Bronx Zoo. Carl's going to the games, Jake. What are you laughing at?
Did you see Proch just sent us a video?
No. Shall we show the chat?
You should watch it. It's good.
Okay, well, I guess I'll show them. This is the wedding.
So this is the wedding we were at. There's the bride and groom leaving. The groomsmen are about to follow. There's the best man. There's everyone. There's Jimmy. Staring out into the Atlantic.
Yeah. Wow. I think I was looking at the view. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
What full hopeless? Someone said something nice to us. Lawrence said, never realized I was missing something in my Yankee fandom until this year when I started following you guys. Appreciate that.
It's pretty nice.
It's cool. It's cool. Internet's wild, man. You can connect with people who care as deeply as you do about something. Which, like, in everyday life, people are like, yeah, I like the Yanks. And it's like, no. I live and die with every game. Like, I can't. You're crazy, you know. Jake's blurry but fade still on point. How about that?
Thanks, fam.
All right. I gotta edit this. Get going. Biggest Yankees postseason home run in your peak fandom. Yeah. Didi's. But that's, no. I mean, like, it's something from the 90s.
Aaron Boone.
It's Aaron Boone.
Aaron bleeping Boone.
That's what it is. I mean, one of those World Series ones, maybe. Who knows? All right, we're out of here. We will see you guys Thursday night. Bye.